Remember that funky ass time? You know what I'm talking about. Back in the days, the crazy.
That was the day. That was the that was the day that it all began.
Where were you, circa 92, or when this little crew was the Lincoln BHU? Were you in the front line, buying the tapes of catchy loops and old school breaks? If that was you, I must give you your due, where you were one of the few who heard the good news. A couple of fools, fresh out of school, with no musical tools. Could we ever be cool? The days of good and bad trips, gory horror flicks, kung fu pics, those films had a kick, card games and tricks, eating fish and chips, or pick a curry dish and throw that in the mix. Drink sanity is sick, get to the toilet quick. In times like those, anything goes. You wake up in the house missing half of your clothes, then you ask how you got there and nobody knows.
Tennent'S and Tara brought us together, but it was you that set it free. Tennent'S and Tara, whatever the weather, and I thank God, and that'll do for me. Tennent'S and Tara brought us together, but it was you that set it free. Tennent'S and Tara, whatever the weather, and I thank God, and that'll do
So
for
in
me.
layman terms, we never followed the herd. We make the beats and wrote the words, taking inspiration from bands we heard. So what about the girls? You'd be surprised. We saw our birds with likewise minds, and they went around and last we found some days they were plenty. Sipping 2020 when that was empty. Some weren't so friendly, so we saw the truth in two dogs and hooch. She was a little uncouth, but our prime of youth. The spirit of the lake can never be suppressed. Can't be down and depressed, not always at its best, but it outshines the rest. We sat on many a bench discussing music at length, washed it down with super strength.
Tennent'S and Tara brought us together, but it was you that set it free. Tennent'S and Tara, whatever the weather, and I thank God, and that'll do for me. Tennent'S and Tara brought us together, but it was you that set it free. Tennent'S and Tara, whatever the weather, and I thank God, and that'll do for me.
The prodigals return with lyrics to burn, fresh nouns and verbs and obscure words. New ideas, out of our ears, scaring our peers. Our return was their fear. I don't need to ask, you've heard nothing good since I was here last. One thing's for sure, you've heard nothing fresh or a new concept. That's why we had to return, spit again through the mesh. Did you feel the pain? Neglect like a cult upset when the lead space cadet up to left and disowned his own set. With scores to settle, loose ends to tie. We won't leave you again, leave you high and dry. There's more chance of Osama bin Laden getting the US pardon, chasing Lord Bush naked round the White House garden. To all the back swingers, did you really forget us? Begin phase 2 of